Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again. Same day, 2 videos in one day. Wow, Greg Melly's work ethic must be crazy. Well, thank you. You don't have to say all that, but every Friday from here on out, from last week on out, I'm going to do 5 minutes and less rant on whatever the hell I'm thinking about. And right now, I'm still thinking about DARYL Morey. DARYL Morey is just living rent-free in my mind right now. But this is what I really just have to get off my chest and rant about. ESPN, man. It's like, I hate to use this phrase with, the political climate going on, but it's fake news. Fake news. Never thought I'd say that, but I'm saying it. All right. It's the whole idea of just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the fact that we're gonna throw out all these trade scenarios for Ben Simmons, for Joel Embiid, for James Harden, just because all of a sudden we got DARYL Morey from Houston. I hate to be the one to tell you that's not gonna happen. Stephen A. Smith. I know you love the shock value. I know you love, getting people to watch you scream at Max Kellerman. But listen, there's no proof behind that argument. There's nothing you could possibly say to make that a realistic option for the Philadelphia 76ers. It doesn't make any sense. We're not trading Embiid for James Harden, who's 5 years older than him, and we're not trading Ben Simmons for James Harden because that makes no sense for both teams. That makes no sense for both teams. You think the Houston Rockets want Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons sharing the court together? That might be the worst offensive scheme ever. That makes no sense. What? Unless Ben Simmons all of a sudden starts shooting the clanky left-handed threes and going in for the Rockets. They're not going to want to do that, and we're not going to want to do that. Ben Simmons is still hasn't reached that his capacity of an NBA. He has LeBron James level potential. I may be over-exaggerating a little bit, but you get what I'm saying. Ben Simmons is he's an unreal NBA player. He's one of the most underrated players in the league because the first thing someone does when they say Ben Simmons is, oh, he can't shoot. Oh, he sucks. He's not a point guard. He can't shoot. That's because they don't watch Sixers games. If you watch a Sixers game, you know how valuable Ben Simmons is on both sides of the court, which is hard to come by. And the Sixers aren't going to be able to get James Harden without trading the two of them, and they're not going to trade the two of them, so they're not going to get James Harden. So Stephen A. Smith, Jay Williams, anyone else who's been somehow coming up with this insane idea that the Sixers are going to become the Rockets all of a sudden, just stop. Just stop. It makes no sense, and it's tiring. It's tiring if you know who DARYL Morey is. DARYL Morey is a guy who makes the star player on his team the best possible player he can do to his ability. He surrounded James Harden around people who can shoot, and look what happened to James Harden. He averaged 31 points a game. He's a scoring champion. He was an MVP, a perennial MVP candidate. With Ben Simmons, it's a match made in heaven. DARYL Morey is worried about 2 things, okay? Shooting threes and efficiency. What he wants more than anything is efficiency. And what's the most efficient shot in the NBA? A layup, a dunk. Who gets to the rim better than anyone else in the NBA? Ben Simmons. DARYL Morey and Ben Simmons are a match made in heaven. And that may be really weird for you to hear, but I'm telling you, give it some time, let it play out, and it will prove that I am right. Ben Simmons will have a career year next year. Tobias Harris may come back into the old Tobias Harris under Doc Rivers and be a serious borderline all-star like I think he has in him. Joel Embiid, as long as that dude can come back healthy and just get his ass in the gym for once in my life, he's straight. We need Al Horford off the team. We need Al Horford in another country. Just trade him to Toronto, just so he's not in the United States of America anymore, because I'm sick of him. I'm sick and tired of him. I hated him from the moment we signed him. I hated him in Boston. He is the Embiid killer. Whether he's on our team or on a different team, we need to trade him. Literally trade him in a first rounder and a second rounder and then freaking Mike Scott. You can have Mike Scott. Give me Buddy Hield. All right. Keep Shake Milton. If Josh Richardson needs to go, I understand that. I love Josh Richardson, but he doesn't fit on the team. Surround Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid with shooters. There is a reason why we were so good with J.J. Redick and Marco Bellinelli and Ersan Ilyasova. We need a backup point guard who can play make, maybe Jeff Teague, get him on a minimum contract, and get shooters. And DARYL Morey knows how to do that better than anybody else. For Rants, I'll see you next Friday.